Clinical Psychologist Sule Joseph hates the word crazy, and in this Mental Health Awareness Month, he explains how demeaning the word can be.
Well, yeah, because the word crazy is dismissive. If you are experiencing something mentally traumatic or emotionally traumatic to you, to describe you as crazy for having that feeling dismisses your feeling.
He uses the example of schizophrenia to illustrate, saying that it may be difficult to understand those with this illness.
That is usually a category of behaviors where persons would be functioning in a space outside of the realm the rest of us are functioning within. So they are functioning within their own reality. All right, and of course there are different gradations or categories that fall within that schizophrenic frame, but generally it's that a person is functioning outside the realm of reality for the rest of us. And in that case, that is generally the description when we think about the word crazy, that's generally what we're thinking about, right? Somebody who's talking to themselves, having a conversation, responding, laughing, and so on or whatever. But there's a category description for that. And we have medication that treats that, there's therapy for that. So we can't just dismiss that as crazy.
He says that our culture does not encourage seeking help, instead recommending a superficial quick fix.
We have a strong liming culture, and we believe that a good drink and a lime and some soca music and some upbeat music should just about cure everything, all right? Relationship issues, go and take a lime, you know what I mean? After you finish lime, you should feel better and you go back into the same domestic violence situation or abusive situation, and the lime should fix it, apparently.
Mr. Joseph says the culture is an indifferent one, which also does not take mental health seriously. Out of this, Mr. Joseph says that we as a society need to change.
Basically what I was alluding to all the time is that mental health, just like physical health, is important. And it's not something that we should sweep under the carpet. It's not something that we should diminish or discriminate or belittle persons for. I think it is something that we should give significant consideration.
Mr. Joseph says there are symptoms which can be seen, including behaviors we might call ordinary.
So, and one indicator, for example, that's very common, might be excessive fatigue. We're tired all the time. You're always tired. You just get up and you're feeling tired. The idea of having to go to work or treat with something makes you immediately tired, right? And so when we talk about mental health, most people think about crazy people, the madman on the street or the person on drugs and so on.
Looking for help for mental issues, the psychologist says, can be hampered by a particularly deadly scourge.
The stigmas, however, is still kind of there and very prevalent. For example, I will get clients coming from Tobago, and they feel as though Tobago is too small, so they don't want to see anybody in Tobago, and they feel as though their business might be shared or something. So
he says that those who need help most may be prevented because of the stigma.
Persons don't want to be seen coming to therapy. So you'll notice I don't have any sign. I don't have a sign up outside there. Right. So yeah, so I also see persons from the service, and they also are very particular about being seen coming for therapy, because then people will think I'm in the service, I'm coming for therapy. People might think I'm crazy and I shouldn't have a firearm, right? When in truth, persons in the service should be going to therapy all the time.
So stigma puts mental health in a negative spectrum. This could lead to discrimination, ultimately stopping a person from getting the help they need. Stigma often comes from lack of understanding or fear. Inaccurate or misleading media representations of mental illness contribute to both those factors. What is the solution? Uniting organizations to create resources, generate funding, and bring clarifying awareness to create unifying bonds for both the mentally unwell and mentally healthy. Mary Therese Bernard for We Focus.